It's an unduly busy September because we have a budget resolution that has to occur, otherwise the government shuts down. We have the aftermath of Harvey, which is going to be expensive. We have a president who, until Harvey hit, was talking about allowing the government to shut down so that he can get funding for his budget wall. And that's just urgent stuff that has to get done. The president has started touring around the country discussing tax reform, which there isn't any meat on those bones either. Tell me how you see the next few weeks proceeding.
I think it's going to be difficult for the president because he's got his list of things, his wanna-dos and his must-dos. And, you know, for the president, a lot of those are personal. It's about fulfilling not just the agenda for the American people, but the agenda that he wants for Donald Trump. And that, of course, means his base and the wall. And he has, of course, threatened to shut down the government over the wall. Don't forget that he said that Mexico was going to pay for it, but now it seems the American people are supposed to pay for it. I think that Donald Trump is not going to be able to tie hurricane spending to the wall. I think that Congress feels that I don't think the ship is going to sail that way. We now know that the president has requested over $7 billion in hurricane relief funds. I think that's going to go through probably, but I don't think he's going to be able to tie the wall to it. Tax reform, that's a whole other conversation. How much time have you got, Allie?
You know, it's a topic I love, Indira. We could talk about this a lot. Ron,
I know.
Let's talk a little about the fact that, you know, the Russia stuff's been trickling out for a long time. It hasn't caused Congress to break with the president on its own. The president has gone out of his way in the last month to break with Congress, and then the Charlottesville stuff happened. Now we've got talk by members of Congress that in a lot of ways they're going to need to go it alone on a number of issues. Even the issue of DACA, which we'll be talking about later in the show, a lot of members of Congress are saying, we have work to do. We're going to get it done with or without the president.
Well, first of all, I think on Russia, there's a lot of smoke here, and it's not just documents being burned at the Russian consulate in San Francisco. You know, the pile keeps getting higher and higher and higher, and at some point in time, the Republicans on the Hill won't just be able to peer over it and ignore it. But I agree. The other problem he has is a fundamentally broken relationship with the Republicans in Congress. He's at war with Mitch McConnell. He's at occasional war on and off with Paul Ryan. John McCain, one of the senior-most Republicans of the Senate, published an op-ed this week basically calling the president reckless and unreliable. And that's not the basis. He's got a huge September ahead, DACA potentially in Congress, debt, the details on the spending bill, disaster relief, 4 big Ds to deal with in September, and a broken relationship with the Republican leadership.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.